The ancient prophecy of Saint Malachy has sent shockwaves around the globe, forecasting that Pope Francis will be the final pope and hinting at monumental events unfolding in 2024. This age-old vision has left the world on edge, pondering the significance of this prophecy as the cosmic clock ticks on. Pope Francis, a figure of modern transformation, now stands at the heart of this ancient mystery. Could we be approaching the final chapter of the Vatican's history? Join us as we explore this prophecy and consider what the future might hold. St. Malachy, an Irish saint honored as the first from Ireland to receive sainthood, gained fame long ago for a remarkable prediction about the popes, the leaders of the Catholic Church. According to his prophecy, Pope Francis is supposed to be the last pope, and his papacy might coincide with significant and unsettling events, possibly even something as dramatic as the end of the world. But what does this mean for us today? Could these foreboding events actually be on the horizon? St. Malachy's vision, recorded in the year 1139, included a list of 112 popes, each with a name and description. He was a deeply devout man from 12th century Ireland, remembered for his faith and dedication. His prophecy, which includes the last name being Pope Francis, referred to as Peter the Roman, has led many to question if we are indeed living through a pivotal moment for the Catholic Church. As we approach 2024, people are increasingly contemplating the potential reality of St. Malachy's prediction and what it might mean for our future. As Archbishop, St. Malachy dedicated himself to aligning the Irish Church with the broader Roman Catholic Church. His efforts were crucial during a time when the Irish Church faced significant challenges and needed strong leadership. St. Malachy was admired not only for his organizational skills, but also for his perceived divine gifts, which earned him a reputation as a deeply holy man. His impact and devout faith made him a beloved figure both during his life and after his death in 1148. His fame grew even more over time, and by 1190 Pope Clement III recognized his contributions by declaring him a saint. St. Malachy's dedication helped strengthen the Irish Church, and his legacy became even more intriguing due to his reputed ability to predict the future, particularly concerning the popes. St. Malachy's significant journey to Rome in 1139 was not just a simple visit. He went there to meet Pope Innocent II with a vital request for special cloaks for the bishops in Armagh and Cassel. This trip underscored his commitment to elevating the Irish Church to match the Roman Church's standards, highlighting his dedication to improving the Church's status in Ireland. What makes St. Malachy particularly fascinating is his vision, which many still discuss today. During his time in Rome, while walking up the hills and meditating, he entered a trance-like state. In this state, he is believed to have received divine revelations about future events, especially concerning the popes. Upon awakening, St. Malachy recorded his vision meticulously, intending to ensure future generations could learn from it. However, the prophecy remained largely unknown until the late 1500s, sparking curiosity and debate about its authenticity and implications. In his vision, St. Malachy detailed 112 Latin phrases, each representing a different pope, extending from his own era to a period of significant or alarming events, which some interpret as the end of the world described in the Bible. The prophecy's most attention-grabbing part is the description of the 112th Pope, Peter the Roman, which has led many to scrutinize whether the prophecy aligns with current times, particularly concerning Pope Francis. Pope Francis, born Jorge Mario Bergoglio, began his papacy in 2013. Since then, his actions have garnered particular interest from those familiar with St. Malachy's prophecy. Notably, Pope Francis is the first pope from the Jesuit order, known formally as the Society of Jesus. The Jesuits are recognized for their educational work, global missionary efforts, and commitment to social justice. Their deep thinking and focus on fairness make Pope Francis's papacy especially intriguing. The Jesuit order, founded in the 1500s by Ignatius of Loyola, quickly gained prominence not only for its religious work, but also for its involvement in major societal issues. Their active role sometimes put them at odds with political leaders and other church factions. By the 1700s, their influence in Europe became a source of concern for some monarchs, leading to their expulsion from several countries. Portugal expelled them in 1759, followed by France in 1764, and Spain and its territories in 1767. Even the Papal States, under the Church's control, had to expel them in 1773 due to external pressures. These expulsions stemmed from various grievances against the Jesuits, including their perceived interference in political affairs. The Jesuits faced a difficult period until 1814, when Pope Pius VII restored them, allowing them to resume their work. Pope Francis, being part of the Jesuit order, is intriguing due to the order's complex history. Jesuits are known for their deep study, critical thinking, and commitment to social justice, often finding themselves in challenging political situations. Their past includes significant struggles, such as being expelled from various countries, but they've also demonstrated resilience. This historical backdrop might influence Pope Francis's approach to leading the Catholic Church, particularly as he navigates internal and external issues. His Jesuit experience equips him with skills in education and interacting with diverse groups, which could foster innovative ideas or reforms in the Church. However, his Jesuit background might also present challenges, as the Jesuits have historically had contentious relationships with political authorities and other church factions. Now, as Pope, Francis faces these kinds of difficulties once more. Since his papacy began, Francis has addressed major concerns like environmental protection, poverty and refugee safety, issues that align with Jesuit values. Yet leading the Church is fraught with difficulties. Francis has had to confront severe problems, including misconduct within the Church, which has sparked significant debate about how the Church should address these issues. Moreover, some traditionalists within the Church have clashed with his more progressive views, such as his stance on the participation of divorced and remarried individuals in church activities. These conflicts add complexity to his role as Pope. All these factors, combined with his Jesuit background, make Pope Francis's papacy particularly compelling, especially in light of St. Malachy's ancient prophecy. Some speculate that he might be the last pope mentioned in this prophecy, given the various challenges he faces. This speculation adds to the intrigue surrounding his papacy and its significance on the global stage. As we approach 2024, people are increasingly curious about how Pope Francis's remaining time as Pope will unfold and whether his actions will align with the final part of St. Malachy's prophecy. To evaluate the prophecy's accuracy, it's essential to compare its descriptions with the histories of previous popes. The prophecy's details seem to align remarkably well with historical events and the lives of past popes. For instance, the prophecy described Pope Benedict XV as religion depopulated, a description that resonates with the religious decline during World War I and the Bolshevik Revolution. Pope John Paul II was termed from the labor of the sun, which fits his life's notable coincidences with solar eclipses. Pope Pius VI was called pastor and sailor, reflecting his leadership during turbulent times, while Pope Paul VI was described as flower of flowers, aligning with his coat of arms featuring fleur-de-lis. These connections between the prophecy and historical details make it hard to dismiss the predictions outright. As we review the prophecy's descriptions for more recent popes, the correlations seem even clearer, prompting ongoing discussions about their validity. However, it's crucial to approach these discussions with a critical mindset and consider both the supporting and opposing viewpoints on the prophecy's legitimacy. Some people argue that the prophecies in question are so vague that they can be interpreted to fit many different popes in various ways. This tendency to align prophecies with events after they occur can make them seem less reliable. Additionally, there's skepticism about whether St. Malachy actually wrote these predictions. Some experts believe that the prophecy might have been created later to influence papal elections. This uncertainty about the prophecy's origins and authorship raises questions about its credibility. It's important to keep these doubts in mind when discussing the prophecy, to ensure we approach it with a critical eye. The prophecy about Pope Francis adds another layer of intrigue, particularly because it evokes imagery of apocalyptic events. This has led many to speculate whether his papacy could be linked to significant global changes or disasters. According to the prophecy, after the 112th Pope, who is thought to be Pope Francis, there will be chaos and upheaval. This has fueled curiosity and concern about what might unfold during and after his papacy. However, it's important to remember that interpretations of these predictions vary widely. Some view them as serious warnings, while others see them as mere stories rather than actual forecasts of the future. Dramatic themes about the end of the world are common in many historical prophecies, not just in St. Malachy's. Connecting these old warnings to current events can be compelling, but it's crucial to approach these connections with a balanced perspective. Turning to another fascinating aspect, there's an old prediction by Anna Catherine Emmerich, a German nun from the late 1700s to early 1800s, who claimed to have visions of future events. She predicted a time when the Church would have two popes simultaneously, which she believed would be a period of great difficulty and transformation. According to her vision, one of these popes would need to guide the Church through these challenges. This idea gained attention when Pope Benedict XVI resigned in 2013, a rare event as popes typically serve for life. His resignation, followed by the election of Pope Francis, resulted in a unique situation where there were two living popes for the first time in centuries. This unprecedented occurrence sparked discussions about whether it aligns with Emmerich's prophecy. Some people think this period with two popes might be the tumultuous time she foresaw, signaling a significant shift or reform within the Church. This situation has led many to reconsider the role of prophecies in understanding current events and speculating about the future. Whether one views these prophecies as meaningful or merely coincidental, they certainly add an intriguing layer to discussions about Pope Francis and the state of the Catholic Church. Under Pope Francis, the Catholic Church has seen significant changes. His approach introduces new ideas and solutions to contemporary issues, which contrasts with the more traditional methods of his predecessor, Pope Benedict. These reforms address various social and religious questions, marking a departure from the Church's long-standing practices and traditions. However, interpreting these changes is not simple. The Church's history is rich with events, decisions, and doctrines, making it complex to see how new developments fit into this broader historical context. It's not just about what is new, it's about how these changes align with the Church's deep-rooted past. Having two living popes simultaneously is highly unusual and hasn't occurred for centuries. This rare situation has sparked much discussion about its implications for the Church. Some see it as fulfilling ancient prophecies, such as those from Anna Catherine Emmerich or St. Malachy. However, interpretations of these prophecies vary widely, leading to considerable debate and differing opinions on their relevance and meaning. St. Malachy's predictions capture a lot of interest, not just because they attempt to foresee the future, but also due to their use of intriguing symbols. For instance, St. Malachy associated eclipses with the reign of certain popes. This aspect fascinates followers of the prophecies, who believe that these eclipses are not merely coincidental but carry deeper symbolic meanings, linking specific popes to particular times and events in a meaningful way. The use of symbols like eclipses adds a layer of mystery and intrigue, turning the prophecies into a kind of puzzle or code that people seek to decipher, searching for hidden meanings and connections. Now, let's delve into the symbols and messages within the prophecy. These ancient words encourage us to view our current era from a fresh perspective. A particularly intriguing story involves Pope John Paul II and an ancient prediction from St. Malachy. The prophecy referred to him as de labor solis, which translates to from the work of the sun. This is captivating because John Paul II's life appears to be linked to solar eclipses. He was born on May 18, 1920, the same day as a solar eclipse, and he passed away on April 8, 2005, during another solar eclipse. These notable connections between significant events in John Paul II's life and solar eclipses lead some people to believe that the old prophecy might hold true, especially for those who already have faith in such predictions.